Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me once again. If you're going to be watching this on replay, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. So, how you guys doing? I hope you're having a great evening. So today I just want to touch on the issue. Oh, before I go into today's topic really, I need to first give a shout out to everyone, every single subscriber. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for your support. I don't take it for granted at all. I don't. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for, being as supportive as you've always been. I really appreciate it. So today I want to touch quickly. I'm not going to be here long, but I just want to touch quickly on this issue that I just came across on online about this Africans at the Moroccan Spain border. Apparently, there were about 1,300 to 2,000 Sudanese and South Sudanese that were fleeing, and they were caught between the border of Morocco and Spain. And of course, unfortunate things happened, which they're investigating at this time. We don't know the details yet, but allegedly, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that were unalived in the process. So I decided to, I just feel like we need to talk about this because whether we like it or not, right? These are our people. We are whether we're related somewhat, So it kind of breaks my heart when I see stuff like that happen to people who look like me. And it really is exposing a lot right now. It's exposing the fact that is it that we don't really, is it that we have not seen enough for us to really start thinking about fixing a lot of the issues that we have as a community, as a society back home? Because for whatever reason, those people are fleeing their homes, and there's nobody that is comfortable at home that wants to leave where they are and decide to flee somewhere else. Nobody just gets up in the morning, wakes up and says, "Hey, I'm going to get out of here. I want to move where they know it's comfortable for them." So it's very sad, you know, that these people have to put their lives at risk, put their lives in danger just because they're trying to get away from whatever the situation is. I know there's been some unsettling things happening in Sudan and South Sudan, and maybe that's why people are fleeing from their homes. However, the way that you hardly even hear about this on the media, you know, you hardly hear about it. I just happened to find it. I just happened to, find it online as I was looking through social media. I just happened to find it, and it's some we really need to start getting serious about fixing things back home, about taking care of ourselves. you know I happened to also find TVC news. They were addressing the issue, and I kind of like the take that one of the co-host gave on this. She was, of course, very passionate about it, and she was not happy at all that this type of thing is happening to people who look like us, and they were comparing it with the issue, in Russia and Ukraine, what happened, and the type of treatment that was given to, our brothers and sisters over there. And she compared it to what happened at the border in Morocco and Spain. And they're denying it, of course, and they're saying that, you know, it wasn't just some of the immigrants that was affected. They also had like their custom officers that were also affected one way or the other. That's the story. But they're putting pressure on them. The African Union is putting pressure on them, and some other people are putting pressure on them to find out exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, they're trying to bury these people really quickly. And they were trying to do mass, there were a few sites where they did like mass graves for some people, So they're like, they call them out on it, and they want them to actually look into it so they can give opportunity for them to do the necessary investigation to really determine what happened at the border. You know, this really breaks my heart, you know. As someone from the motherland, this really breaks my heart. I am hoping that we can really, really work on ourselves and really start to take ourselves seriously and start to see ourselves as, brothers and sisters and hold each other accountable. Now, when people are shouting about Peter Obi, this is the reason. This is the reason why we need good leaders back home. We need good leaders in Africa, all over Africa. We need good leaders because what affects one affects everybody else. We can see it over and over again. What affects one always ends up affecting everybody else across board. There's no situation where something happens here and the other African country is free from it. No, it affects everybody else. You know, if somebody is fleeing from their country, there's a reason why they're fleeing. If not, if you don't even want them to come into your country, give them safe passage out of your country. You know, like the UK government, what they do, they put people on flight and send them to Rwanda because they feel like there's only so much we can take in our countries. Find them a safe way. It might cost you, well, hey, it's all part of life. People migrate every day for different various reasons. You know, it's amazing. Africans are very hospitable. They welcome people. We're very, very kind to people. We open our doors. We're very naive on so many levels. And people just walk into our homes and just do whatever. Now, I hope we're beginning to open our eyes and really understand that, look, it is us against the world. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody. Whatever is going on right now, if nobody is opening their eyes and seeing that the treatment that is being meted out on people who look like you and I is rather disturbing, then hey, I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. Because truth be told, you know, outside, when we're outside of our homes and we're somewhere else, we're in Europe, wherever, the treatment is the same. And that was, I mean, literally, they had people on top of people. That's how bad it was. They're claiming there were only 23 lives, but I doubt it because there are other news coming saying that there were more than 23 people that were affected by what happened at the border, you know? So people don't have any source of empathy or sympathy for anybody anymore. If you don't want to take someone into you don't want them to cross your borders, at least provide a safe way for them to leave. It's okay, you don't have to accept them, but provide a safe place for them to find their way back home. Give them somewhere to cross safely back to wherever. Don't just leave them there and hurt them, and take away their lives in the process. It makes no sense to me at all. It's really heavy on my heart. I wasn't planning to do a video at all today, but this was sitting heavily on my heart. And I felt like I need to do this. I really, really need to. Maybe to just talk and maybe, people can comment and we can share. And, I'm sure that a lot more people will have information about exactly what's going on. Maybe there's news coming out every day, because I was able to go on online and really set the information and read some of the information that's been put out there. But it's amazing that the major news outlets are not even covering this issue. They're not covering it at all. People running away from trouble, running away. There's nobody who wakes up in their home and is okay and calm that wants to go to another person's home. It doesn't happen. There's a reason why people flee their homes. Where's our humanity? Where's our humanity? Why is it that it's only people who look like us that suffer all these things at the borders of other people? But when in Africa, when other people come, we welcome them with open arms. We welcome them with open arms. We're very hospitable. You check the meaning of hospitable, and there's an African face right next to that word. You know, we need to start really, really taking ourselves seriously and start fixing our own. We need to take care of our own. We need to do our own thing to avoid all of this. All this that's going on can easily be avoided. If home is safe, nobody wants to leave home when it's safe. If you have everything you need for life, you won't need to go anywhere. You would not need to. You won't even want to leave your home because you're comfortable where you are. It's just so heartbreaking, to see that on the internet, and no major news outlet is talking about it. No major news outlet is talking about it. Meanwhile, when Ukraine and Russia was going on, we all heard what was happening. Now, people have just been deleted at the border. Morocco is part of Africa. What excuse? Even Spain is not far from Africa. You know, what excuse do people just don't get up and run away from their homes? We need to start working. No, we really, really need to. You see, when we're pushing, oh, we gotta vote for the right person. We gotta vote for people with vision that know what they're doing, that know what they need to do to fix the problems in the society, right? When we say that, people would think that, oh, you know what, everybody has their own idea of what type of candidate they want. We really need to take this cannot be the same. This is not the same as before. We need to take this period that we have, this opportunity that we have, especially as Nigerians, to really, really do the needful. We need to start fixing our homes. We need to change a lot of things. We need to. And talking about Peter Obi, I heard something recently, or was it actually, it was earlier on today, about the fact that they're trying to get, I don't know if any of you know, they're trying to get, what's his name, Kwakanso, to become running mate to Osibanjo, right? So that they can take the northern votes. That's what they're trying to do. Do you guys know that? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get Osibanjo to be Kwankwaso to be the VP for Osibanjo. That's what they're working on right now. They're afraid because they see that Peter Obi's movement is exploding by the day. They can't believe it. They cannot believe it, you know? So they're running scared right now in Nigeria. Everybody's giving them a run for their money. The other political parties, they don't know what to do. They're all trying to run around and see what they can pull. And I'm sure you guys are aware, Wike is out of the country. He's gone to chill because he was disappointed by his own party. Hi, Peter Man. I know, but that's the latest. That's the alleged statements that they're making right now. They're trying to get Osibanjo to pair up with Kwakwanso, right? So that they can get the votes. But I'm like, you guys are just running scared. You guys are running scared. That's what it is. At the end of the day, this man is more than he's more than a name. Peter Obi is more than a name. They don't understand. That man is more than a name. He's a movement. There's a revolution going on. If they have not accepted that, they need to accept it. They need to come to terms with it. There's a voters registry revolution going on. The revolution is because we already have enough, enough unaliving and deleting going on. There's no need to add to it. So it's just quiet revolution. And by the way, there are more polling booths in the north than there are in the south. The south, they're struggling. People are queuing up, waiting days just to register to get their PVC. Meanwhile, in the north, you have kids turning up and getting their PVC, not wasting any time. They're afraid. They're looking for ways to cut corners and ensure that people don't they're trying to look for ways to suppress. There's so many videos that are coming out about how they want to use money to buy people so that they can vote for them. I'm like, are these people joking? Are these people joking? You know? So I don't know. you know? Well, Peter Man, we don't know how he's going to win, but I know he's going to win. It's not up to us. I myself, nobody knows how Peter is going to win, but I know he's going to win. How it's going to happen, I don't know. I don't know. They've been having Southwest, Northeast, Northwest ever since, but no changes have ever taken place in our country. So it's not about Southwest, Northeast, Northwest to me. That it's not about that anymore. It's bigger than that. It really is bigger than that. The kind of revamping that Nigeria needs, we literally have to start from scratch. We need to rip up the constitution, rip it up and burn it. I don't know. I can't make any predictions. I don't even want to say that I know that there'll be a clear winner. I don't even believe in that. There's nothing, it's not going to be like that because what's moving this election is bigger than man. So all that is just, man's ideology of what's possibly going to happen. I don't I don't think in terms of that. My mind is set and focused about the fact that Peter Obi is going to come out victorious. How? I don't know. When? I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I know it's going to happen. I have that confidence it's going to happen. So it's not about northwest, northeast, or we've always had that. What has changed in Nigeria? We've always had the southwest and the northeast and the northwest. Has anything changed? Nothing. Has anything been fixed? We've not had no steady electricity in Nigeria. Nothing. People are living on generators. Every house in Nigeria is a government on its own. You have to generate everything you need. You need to generate your own light, your own electricity. You need to be your own security. It's maddening. It's maddening. You can't even go to the hospital. You have to take care of yourself at home. God forbid you have a terrible illness. You have to find ways to take care of yourself at home. That's why a lot of people resort to herbal medicines, trado medicine, which sometimes is not really the solution to the problem, you know? So I don't know how it's gonna, I just feel like we cannot let this opportunity slide. We can't. We can't afford it. In Nigeria, we cannot. We cannot afford to make any mistakes in this election. Look at the entire continent of Africa. Just think about it. Apart from Rwanda, that's even coming up now. Rwanda, that everybody's now trying to run to. Why is Rwanda now attractive to everybody? Because they got up and fixed it. They fixed their country. They had a man who chose to turn things around for them. And they're living in peace and doing and faring and growing every day. That's what we need to do in Nigeria. Um, my prophet had told me APC and PDP wouldn't make it past September 18. My prophet has never been wrong before. He says the new president will not be. Isn't that already obvious? That's already obvious. That's why I didn't that the earlier comment you posted, I wasn't even buying into it. It's already obvious. You know what I mean? It's obvious because what is going on right now, right? it transcends every trick in the books of these people. None of them saw it coming. None of them. Not PDP, not APC. None of them saw it coming. Did you know Peter Obi? Who knew Peter Obi? Nobody knew him. I personally didn't. Nobody knew him. Nobody knew him. You know, when people were considering, oh, maybe who are these people going to present as their candidates? Nobody saw Peter Obi coming. You know, so of course, I don't doubt it that definitely he's going to come. It has to be someone that is removed from all of them. Yeah, I know. It's even more than that. It's more than that, oh. It's more than 6.23 million, no. It's running into the tens of millions now. Registration. People are not joking anymore. Have you ever seen that type of thing before? In all your time of being a Nigerian, can you attest? Hey, Dr. Timothy, nice to see you. Oh, okay, no worries. No worries. Thanks, you could join me today. I didn't even plan to come on, no, but it was just heavy on my heart. I talk about this Moroccan Spain thing. I was just like, man, I got to talk about this, you know? So, yeah, Peterman, it's much more than that now. Have you ever seen that before? Look at how people are turning up and getting their PVCs. Everybody is tired. People are tired of the suffering, of the insecurity. Hey, Village Trader, wow, Sydney, Australia in the house. Oh, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. You know, have you ever seen that kind of turnaround that's going on in Nigeria? Have you ever, did anybody ever think that this type of thing would happen? But look at us, look at Nigeria. People every day are going to get their PVC, and they don't care how long they have to wait. They are determined. That's how tired they've become. They know what's at stake. People know what's at stake. We cannot afford to miss it. We can't afford to make any mistakes. We really, really need to start getting our acts together as Africans. Wherever we are, we just have to. We don't have, there's no way out. We have to. We have to fix our own. Yeah, video trader, absolutely. It's becoming more and more apparent. But it's obvious and it's gaining more momentum. You know, the funny thing is, the more they try to spin the news and make him look horrible, the bigger he gets. That's what's blowing their minds. They're even giving him more media attention by trying to say negative things about him. I have never seen in my lifetime Nigeria where people just stand up together and it seems like everybody's in sync. I've never seen it happen like that before. Never. For the first time, people are coming out in droves. Churches, I remember it was maybe a couple of years back. I was talking to a friend of mine and I said to her, I said, the day Nigeria will change is when the so-called pastors start, the church, the people going to church, the pastors, everybody stands up and says no. That's when it's going to change. Everybody in the church, in the mosque, wherever, stands up and says, no, this has to change. I remember saying that a few years ago, and now look at what's happening. People aren't even afraid to even name their candidates anymore. They aren't even afraid anymore to come out and tell their people what they should do anymore. Did you ever think you will ever hear a time where a Catholic priest or a pastor will come out and say, if you don't get your PVC, you must show your PVC? Have you ever seen that? Oh, Costa Rica in the house. Oh my goodness. Thanks for joining. Wow. Yes. Wow. Are you serious? More. Wow. Look at this. So we are getting confirmation online. So we confirmed it today on the prayer mountain. The two big party in Nigeria will not make it past December. Amen to that. Amen. Amen to that. Because I tell you, I am so, like, I don't know, the confidence I have about what's gonna happen. I'm just hoping and praying. That's all I can do, and just put out the encouragement and try to talk to people as often as I can online, because I don't know who's listening to me, that maybe they're sitting on the edge and not knowing what they want to do. They need to know. Africa needs to have, people need to have a place of rest in Africa, please. This is just too much. It's too much. Wow. Peterman, you're watching from Jerusalem. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How is Jerusalem? I hope everything is peaceful and everything is okay with you. Thanks for joining me. You know, we need to get it right. We don't have any excuse. I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful about Nigeria because I see the progress. I see what's happening. I see that everybody's tired. Everybody's sick of what's going on. And people are coming out in droves. They're like, no, this one, we will move. We have to move forward. People are waking up early. I was listening to, there was a video I saw of a group of people that woke up early, like 4 a.m., to go get their PVC. As early as 4 a.m., they were there until noon. They were there, they closed down their businesses. This is how serious. Have you guys ever heard in Nigeria that sort of thing happening? The Nigerians here, have you ever heard? I've never heard it. This is the first time. You know what I mean? So it's even so, I mean, for me, I know that what is happening is a revolution. It's quiet, it's subtle, but it's powerful, and it's moving. It's not even static. It's not one of those things where you have like trickles here, trickles there. It's just static, and it's moving, and it's spreading like wildfire. It's spreading like wildfire. So for me personally, I just want the narrative to change. And we need to sweep out all the negative, all the evil people that we have in Africa. We really need to sweep them out. There needs to be a cleansing from the top to the bottom, because it's getting ridiculous. It really is getting ridiculous. This does not look good at all in any way, shape, or form, to say that, in a society where you have very bright minds, intelligent people, brilliant people, and the few people that don't know anything are the ones holding the helms of affairs. No, it shouldn't even be. It shouldn't be happening. It should not be happening at all. So I mean, I personally feel grief for Africa as a continent itself. And I feel like we shouldn't have separation. We need a unified voice. We need a unified voice. We can have our differences, but differences can be resolved if we have a goal. We can always reach within and have a goal towards, taking care of our own affairs, and not having to be at the mercy, of people outside of ourselves. That's my hope, because this news about these immigrants in Morocco and Spain, it really, really hurt me. It hurt me. I'm like, wow, not again. Not again. You know, Africans normally are peaceful people. All they want to do is just chill, just chill. And very hospitable. They love to talk, they love life. And then you have these people being forced out of their homes. They don't have any choice but to run because their lives are in danger. Who wouldn't want to run when their life is in danger? Who wouldn't want to run? Who wouldn't? You know? So I'm really hopeful about this coming election, and I have no doubt about it. I'm not moved by any type of negative information that's been put out there about Peter Obi, because Peter Obi is just a name, but really it's a move. It's more than a name. It's a movement. It's not even about him, because It could have been anyone from any part of Nigeria. It could have been anyone. He could have stayed. I mean, what if he had remained in that single party and say, hey, you know what? Let me just ride it out here. But he took a bold step to the detriment of him losing everything and even losing the fact that he could ever be even looked upon or considered, only for him to move to a non-popular party, a party that is just growing, and boom, explosion. I tell you, man, this is weird. This is strange. This is strange, you know? So I'm happy about what's going on. I am really, really happy. And of course, I'm praying and I'm pushing as much as I can and, talking about it to people and having conversations about it and educating people back home to ensure that they don't take this for granted. You know, I don't take it for granted. There'll be no such thing, Peter man. That's not going to happen. The only time that will happen is if the wrong person gets in. If the wrong person gets in, yeah, absolutely. But if the right person gets in, it's not going to happen. It won't happen, you know? It will not happen, no. Well, it's not for them to give. It's not for the Fulanis to give. Are they the ones in charge of power? Are they the ones in control of power? Really, really? They are not now. They're human beings. They're human beings. Some of them can sleep and not wake up tomorrow. So what are we talking about? The people that are controlling them and supporting them might go to bed and not wake up tomorrow. So I'm not even moved by all of that. They might not want to, but is it up to them? Does power belong to any human being? Is there any man that has all the power in the world? There's no man, man. There's no man. They may say they don't want to, but if God has said, hey, guess what? It's time. It's time. There's nothing they can do about it. To them, to themselves, that's what they think. But they're not the ones in control. Physically, to you, that you are buying into it, yeah. But are they the ones who own all the power in the world? Does all the power in the world lie with them? No, it doesn't. They're just human beings. They're mere mortals like you and I. So no human being has power except that which has been given to him. So I'm not even bothered by that. They can plan and they can plot. People will sit down and plan and plot and say, this is what we want to do. And guess what? As the day goes by, as it draws near, things just happen and take a different course, and that thing that they're planning to do just, it disintegrates. I mean, so please, me, all those things I'm not even worried about it at all. Is Nigeria not already at war? It's already at war with itself now. So what are we talking about? You listen to the Nigerian news, see how many people are unaliving every day. You see what the drama that, you see the trauma that people are going through at home. They're already at war. What's worse than the position they're in right now? It's not worse because it's all over. It's not just in the north anymore. It's all over the south. It's everywhere. So it's already at war with itself. But this is why this election is crucial. There's no room for mistakes, no room for error, no room at all for error. These people are getting desperate. They're looking for people to bribe so they can vote for them. They're even saying it publicly. They're not even afraid anymore. They're saying it publicly. They're looking for people to bribe. They're looking for people to take money. Oh wow, Peterman, wow. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I can imagine. This is a problem. We can't afford to get it. We can't. And people are clamoring for. People that are clamoring for let's separate. Let's separate. We don't. It's not even. There's no. What's it called? Separation cannot even happen now. It can't. Even if that's what you are anticipating, it cannot happen now. A The right person has a normal, someone that will balance things out has to be there. So you can go to the table, is someone that you can reason with, that you can go. After all, Nigeria was every state has its own, was running itself at one time. Was it during the First Republic? Yeah, every state was running itself. So this is why we need to get it right. This is why we all need to join one voice and ensure that this man gets in. When he gets in, people can now come to the table and discuss what they want to do, how they want to go about it. At least you're talking to a reasonable person, not someone who is one-sided and only wants to see what he wants to see. Buhari has been coming out and saying that he's the only one that's been able to take care of the Fulani problem in Nigeria. Yes, he's right about that. He's the only one that has sacrificed us, giving us as a sacrificial lamb to the Fulanis. That's how he has taken care of it. Everything he says that he has come to say, yeah, he didn't lie about it. It's just a play on words. He didn't lie about it. He just used us as sacrificial lamb. He sold us out to his people, to the Fulanese. That's exactly what he did. And if the wrong person comes in, they're going to complete it. This is why we all should be one voice pushing. There is no time for sentiment, no time for trying to choose side and say, oh, this person is from here, this person is from there, this person is from... This one has a vision, and he's someone you can reason with, you can talk to, you can bring your reasoning, you can come and meet him and sit down and talk and trash things out and say, okay, this is how we want to go about it. He wants Nigeria to work. It's all about the children for him, all about the children that are coming after. The people that started Nigeria left us a mess, and we now have to clean up the mess. If we don't clean it up, the children coming will inherit disaster. Is that what we want to leave for them? Exactly. How can anybody with a brain vote for Tinubu who boasts of, yeah, he claimed that he was the one that put him there. You can imagine, and people are saying that that's the person that they want. Someone who is a fraud. Everything about him is a fraud. And people are coming out unafraid, not bothered, and saying that's who they... it's crazy to me. Because of what? How much he's giving you? How much? How much? He hasn't even changed your life in any way. All he has, all Bat has to his side are Agberos. It's Agberos that clamor for him. So he has not even impacted the lives of people. There's nobody there that says, oh, I didn't have any, like, oh, this, he did this for his village, or he did this for his people, or he even made it worse. Look at Lagos, that he says he was the Lagos of the governor of Lagos. Worse was, Lagos was filthy under Tinubu. Are you kidding me? This is the time for us to join and speak with one voice. There's no room for error. This time is very crucial. There's no room for error. We cannot afford to make any mistake. We can't. We cannot afford to make any mistake, because any attempt, the work that the Fulani started, they will finish it. It's just that simple. I hate to sound like a downer, but that's just the fact. This is why we need to get our act together, especially those on the ground. And I'm glad that those on the ground, their eyes are open and they are pushing. Kudos to all of them, because I know it's not easy. It's not easy trying to create structures for yourself, going from village to village, especially in these dangerous times. It's not easy. Nigeria is not a safe place for anyone to be traveling by road, but these people are doing it. So I have to give it to them. So this is why you hear everybody's talking about Peter Obi. It's not so much about the man, really. He's just a movement. He's a face. That's all. He's just a face. You know, the movement is even bigger than him. He himself did not even anticipate that it will get to this point. I'm sure if you ask him, if you sit and ask him, hey, did you ever anticipate this? He didn't, he did, mind you, this man has not started even campaigning. He has not even started talking about going from place to place, campaigning and talking about what he wants to do officially. He has not started. All he's been doing is just going, making the rounds to people who invite him over and just telling them, giving them his precedence, what he's done, and what he wants to do, and holding people's hands as he goes along. It's like, this is not going to be just me backing around. No, we're going to hold hands together and work and do this together. This is a man who wants to get his hands dirty. He's not just, he knows there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Do we have a constitution in Nigeria? The constitution as it is nothing to write home about. Nothing. Look at the judge that was recently, what's it called? Was he fired or from his office because of corruption? I mean, please, people, it has eaten into the very roots in Nigeria. We cannot lay anything on that type of foundation. We need someone to, first of all, come and sweep under the carpet of that country, clean it, and start to put the necessary, structures, infrastructures in place. There's so much work to do, so much work. But the way it starts, it is with you and I ensuring that those on ground are actually going ahead and doing what they ought to do, and assisting them in any way we can. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Can you imagine the security officials are telling landlords in Nigeria that, you have to deal with Yahoo Yahoo. If any Yahoo boy rents a house from you, you have to deal with him. Security personnel telling landlords that. Where have you heard that before? Where have you heard that before? So everybody is now security for themselves in Nigeria. They've even already said it. You have to defend yourself. That Nigerians back home now have to defend themselves. I think I saw somewhere, or I can't remember where I saw it now, when I was online, or maybe somebody shared it with me. I can't remember that they're talking about they were debating about giving weapons to citizens or something like that, but there was an argument about it and they haven't really done anything. I'm like, they better release arms to the people. Or if they're telling them to arm themselves and fight, then they need to release those arms. Yeah, but that's the point, Peter Man. But here, guess what, though? That's the whole thing. So the whole clamor right now, people have their PVCs and are ready to vote. So that problem of 1999 is not the same anymore. People's minds, their mindsets have changed now, especially on the ground in Nigeria. It's not the same. They are ready to vote now. It's not like before anymore. So everybody that has been clamoring for people to get their PVC, they're also ensuring that they are going to be voting. That's part of the whole drive in Nigeria right now. They're ensuring that not only are they going to get their PVC, they must vote with it. Because here's the thing: if they don't vote, imagine you go to a center, INEC center, and you register. Maybe in that center as a whole, 20,000 people registered to vote, and maybe only 5,000 show up. Guess what? The remaining 15,000, it becomes their own. So you must show up. So that's the explanation they're giving to them. It's not enough anymore to just get your PVC and go and rest. No. And we have to continue to push that narrative. You get your PVC, you must ensure you vote. You understand? So that's what people are sensitizing other people, especially those on the ground, about, and which I'm also saying here as well. You get your PVC, you must vote. People have concerns about security, that, on that day, some of these security people, soldiers or whatever, they come with guns and all of that. I'm like, it's either you choose to vote, or you go home and let the worst come upon you. Which one is it? This one is do or unalive. Oh. This one are do or delete. There's no soft landing anymore. It's do or delete. So it's a choice. Do you want to sit back after getting your PVC and then wait till next year so that these people will overtake you from the bush? Which one is it? So you better vote correctly, because if you vote correctly, that person has the power and he can enforce his power right away and put the necessary things in place that will quell a lot of this, first of all. And then they will now be finding ways to deal with the issues of the insecurity, heightened insecurity, and all of that, you know? And the other thing, I think I saw it somewhere, somebody was saying that some of these people, all these, young men in school that are in different cults and all of that, they should get them and recruit them to go into the army or something. Since that's the life they have chosen, they should just recruit them and put them in the army so that they can be fighting for the country. But anyway, that's an aside. But yeah, it is going on though. So yeah, they do. So I mean, if you have family back home, Peter, reach out to them and make sure that they get their PVC and they vote. Make sure. And if it is money concerns they have, whatever you have, just send it to them and say, okay, you must go and vote, and yeah, and support them with any type of financial aid so that they can go and vote and come back. Because gas is very expensive now. I think it's at 356 naira per liter, if it hasn't gone up already. So that's what you can also encourage your people back home, because I'm telling my people back home, you gotta vote. There's no shortcut. There's no way out of this. You have to vote. Everybody on ground knows that. There's no way out at all. I know somebody was saying it, but I mean, I didn't buy into that. I'm like, we need to clean this whole thing. All those people that are in cults, they put their hand in all types of things, and most of these politicians use them as their thugs. So it's not even SDP. What party is SDP? You better tell your family to vote for Labour Party this time around, though. I don't know about SDP. Oh. You better get your family to vote, because this movement, we need to Nigeria needs to get itself out of this situation currently that is currently in, with the level of heightened insecurity in that country. Everything is about to burst right now. You better get them, tell them. I'm telling you, you don't want to labor in vain. Oh. It's true. You don't want to labor in vain. So you better tell your people to vote for Labour Party if they don't want to labor in vain. Because this is no joke anymore. Everybody needs to open their eyes and know, put your differences aside, party differences aside. It doesn't matter right now. What matters is getting the right person in for now. Get him in. Let him balance, let him settle things, let things just, so he gets there and starts to do what he needs to do. There's no room for sentiments of, oh, this is not my party, I've never been. There are people here. Exactly. I asked Peter Man, what's SDP? I don't know what SDP is. What party is that? Did that party exist in Nigeria? Please tell us what SDP means, because I don't know what SDP is. I know about PDP and APC. Those are two parties I know. I didn't even know about Labour Party. I didn't even know it existed. Only until recently, I didn't even know we had a party like Labour Party. I'm like, really? When did we have Labour Party? So please, everybody, you need to open your eyes and know. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Social Democratic Party, Abiola. Okay, I remember now. Abiola. Also, it was SDP at the time. Abiola's party. I remember Abiola's party back then. Okay. Exactly. Jumoke, Labour Party is the way out. Oh. Labour Party is the way. Put all your party sentiments aside. If you're not in Labour Party, whether you're PDP, APC, whatever party you belong to, put it as this is not the time for sentiments. This is the time for saving. Nigeria needs saving. It's not the time for sentiments at all. The people are the political parties, the individuals in the political parties that can't help but be emotionally crushed or be emotional or sentimental about issues. Those are few. You that devote whatever decisions they make is going to impact your life. You need to put your sentiments aside, because how much are they giving you? What have they done for your life? It's not even about the money. Forget about the money. Money is irrelevant. What have they done for you? How have they impacted your life? Has anything changed in your life? Has anything changed? Has the society changed? Has Nigeria changed? Is there anything that we can speak to that's successful right now that we can really talk about and say, wow, this really works in Nigeria? Nothing like that. Nothing. So we need to put all these sentiments aside and vote Labour Party. After the win and everything, hey, you can have your sentiments again, no problem. But after the win, there's a lot of work to be done. Constitution, they need to fix it, write it all, tear that one that they had, rip everything, throw it inside the bush, and write it again. Write it all over again. Who is Prince Adebanjo? He's diaspora trained. Those are the worst. So diaspora trained in America, UK, and Australia. Don't be fooled though. Some of these people train. Sometimes they've lost. They are not all there. So please, I don't have those sentiments. So whether you go to school in the America or the UK, don't mean jack. It's not about that. Too. What can he do? Who knows him? I don't even know him anyway. I've never heard of him. I wonder, does SDP exist? Huh? Right? So if Labour doesn't have rep anywhere, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything, Peterman. Okay? That doesn't mean anything. Well, okay, I think you're here with your own sentiments. I think you're here with your own sentiments, Peter. Okay, nobody has ever heard of the Prince Adebayo that you're singing about. So you can vote for him all on your own, no? Biko, vote for your prince. Since he's your prince, vote for him. Those of us that know that the only way out is Labour Party, I beg, let's push this narrative. I know, I only know about Atiku, Tinubu, and that's it. Those are the people. In fact, nobody even hears about Tinubu and Atiku anymore. They are fading in the background. Nobody is even hearing about them. Nobody's talking about them anymore. They are fading in the background. The only person that is making all the rounds is Peter Obi. Tells you something. That's a movement on its own. You know, that's a movement on its own. We need to get it right in Nigeria. There's just too much work to be done. Too much work to be done in Nigeria. This is not the time for games. It's not the time for us to be sitting down and clamoring for one party or the other. We don't have that luxury anymore. All that time is over. All those other parties should have thought about that. Why are you are recycling old people that should be at home resting? Eh? Resting and enjoying their lives. You're bringing them out. Are you trying to say that you don't have any young people in your party that you can present as candidates. So that means you have no interest of the young people at heart. So all you have is recycling old people all over and over and over again. So what are you now handing down to the young ones that are coming up? What are you handing down to them? You know, what kind of mentality is that? It's Labour Party, oh, Peter Obi all the way. Peter Obi all the way. Everybody knows that already. Majority of people. And people that don't know, they are knowing and they are joining because that's the only solution we have right now. Every other one, man, forget. There's nothing there. There's nothing to deal with there. You know, there's nothing. Let's just not pretend about it. There are a lot of people who, going back to Nigeria, you want to be able to go back to Nigeria and sleep with your eyes closed and be happy about the progress and also be able to contribute to the progress of your own country. Look at Ukraine. Ukraine is fighting for its country, fighting, eh? Fighting giant Russia. Every country is fighting for their own. Everywhere we are in the world, if they did not fix their countries, we will be there. Will we have peace where we are? But these people took the time and fought for their countries and fixed it. What is our own excuse? This is the opportunity for us to fight for our own. I have never experienced a time such as this where people have gotten so interested in the politics in Nigeria. Everybody's personally interested. And it brings a lot of joy to me. You know what I mean? Can you die for Nigeria, Peter? Tell me, can you die for Nigeria? If you cannot die for Nigeria, let us know. Share that information with us. If you can die for Nigeria, let us know. Hmm? It's very it's very it's very it's very unique what's happening right now, and I'm very excited about it. And I know that victory definitely is going to happen. You know, we have to keep talking about this. We have to keep putting this information out there so that people would know, because why would somebody come out and start talking about someone is a fraud? Everything about him is a fraud. Even the article, how did he get his money? How come he spends so much time in Dubai? He only comes to Nigeria when it's time for election. The same BAT or BAT or whatever they call him, he was the one that ensured that Buhari came in. He used his own mouth to say it. So you're the one that brought a man that made that unleashed that level of suffering on people, directly or indirectly. He's part of the problem, and people are clamoring for him. Exactly, Jumoke. Thank you very much. Oh. It's not everybody that is in the diaspora that has a solution for Nigeria. Some of them is for their pockets and for their mouth. They just go and be speaking English. They're speaking British English or American English. Use it to commot food on your table. Example, case in point. What happened to our forefathers? Some of them that they stole from the land. Is it not the people that speak English that came to steal them? I beg you. Those things. I don't believe I'm. Sometimes people can look like you, but they don't have your interest at heart. So that's another thing we need to learn. We need to know how to figure out, because that is what caused our problem in the first place. There were people that were transporting and selling their own people. They look like you, so you feel comfortable with them, but it's the same people that sold you out. So that's another thing as Nigerians we need to start learning to figure out, because there are people, even with all this that we're doing, there are people who would prefer that Nigeria remains where it is because they are directly benefiting from it, and they look like us. They look like you and I. They speak our language. I beg. Exactly. The right candidate is someone that's familiar with the terrain. Thank you very much. Someone that is familiar, that is there, that has the interest of the people. Do you know how long Peter Obi has been in Nigeria? You know how long that man has been in Nigeria? For him to be governor in his state and then worked inside a party to understand the inner workings and all of that. Hey, BBMJ, welcome. Hi. You know, exactly. Aneke, thank you very much. Oh. Aneke says, since I was born, I have been hearing we are youth, the future of tomorrow. My sister, I heard it too. And now in my, in my old age, the same. That yes, I mean, it's crazy. Since I was born, that's what me I was hearing too. You are the youth of tomorrow. You are the youth. You are the youth. You grandfathers are still wanting to rule. Give chance for the grandchildren. No, they want to rule and then marry grandchildren, join, have trophy of wives all over. It's madness. Somebody 80 will be looking for 12-year-old to marry. Come on, what kind of sickness is that? Because they don't want to leave that, they want to hold on to it. Exactly. BBMJ, same sentiments. His work bothers me too. The man was in customs. He wrecked customs. He went, he almost, I think he got bankrupt customs under article. He robbed it blind. Why is it that Obasanjo is coming out and saying that his greatest regret was choosing him as his VP? That man knows something that we don't know. Obasanjo has been making rounds on the media saying that he regrets choosing him as VP. Yeah? It really bothers me. He's always had money, exactly. Where did he get the money from? Because now customs now he reckon. How did he even get into politics? What are his credentials? Eh? If you don't have a certificate or a license, you can't practice certain professions. As a politician, you should have something to show for it. It's only in Nigeria. Anybody can just walls in, just do anyhow, just know the right people, and boom, you are in politics. Eh? Well, Peter, man, you see what? I have to warn you now because I understand you have come here with your own propaganda. I need to give you serious warning. You need to behave yourself. You see, this platform is strictly for Peter Obi. If you have anything contrary, take it elsewhere. You don't have to be on my life, okay? You do not have to be on my life. Please, don't let me disrespect you. So you better cease using these comments, typing these comments and putting it on in my chat, or you just leave, or you can listen. You don't have to type, okay? And go and hug the person that you say you want to be your own ruler. Go and hug the prince. Don't bring this nonsense here. Yeah, but now the money now, is it not the money that he got from there? It's the money he got for years. He wrecked it. He wiped the whole thing clean. Exactly. That's what Jumoke, thank you. He sold his people and put Buhari. The Buhari suffered everybody. It's not just his people. It's not only Tinubu's people that suffer. Everybody in Nigeria is feeling the heat. Everybody is the one that put Buhari there. Is that why he said Morrocan? How Buhari cried, this one, that one. I mean, you came out to say you gave us the most horrible leader ever. Are you kidding me? So you are the cause, indirect cause of people's pain and suffering and level of poverty right now. Eh? He said he's a youth. Oh my God. When did he say that? Oh my goodness. These people are full. Oh my God, these people are something else. Do you know, when I saw his posters in New York on trucks, they were patrolling all around. I'm like, is this man running for president in New York or Nigeria? And he now used young pictures of himself. I'm like, see misplaced priority and values. You carry both in the poster, go put them for New York. Who won't vote for you for New York? I don't understand. I mean, we get online voting. Hey, hey, BBMJ says, as far back as 2002, he gave a family friend of mine as a gift for our wedding. That money, that money never finish. Of course, it go don finish. It will be 1 million. And 1 million naira, $1 million. All these people, say their money, the kind money when they thief, now society money, now a whole country money. So that they thief and yafu yafu. Wetin be 1 million? If na naira, e go don finish by now. Even if na dollars, if you no use am well, e go don finish. Thank you. Aneke. Even well dey dry after a while, but Baba Atiku money dey. They worry seriously. Not only they sell all the generators when they in Nigeria. You know, say this man now he get a monotony over all the sales of generators for Nigeria. This article one at the see so. All I better pass my neighbor, big generator, the ones when people they buy, they put for their private houses, all those big houses when they get for Nigeria. Now they sell all. How money wanted dry. And the man they stay Dubai. Half the year na Dubai they stay. You know, so some kind things when they do for that Dubai, the ones that they use when they go meet Oracle man, they there. You know, so Oracle people, all these juju people still they Dubai too, as I hear. All these people, their money not pure. Anybody when take them now to their own detriment. I'm telling you. And the people when don't give money now, they don't chop, they don't chop their money, they see clearly again, they know what they need to do. Instead, now the man own, now they go they think. Now the man own, they go they do. You know, say these people, the guys, they say they do their things. They know as they say they hold their people. Person go open eye, go see na that one. The man cannot even, he's not confident. Man when be say they deleted someone in the north. He put out a statement and deleted it. Imagine that. So the man does not care for the people of Nigeria. He only cares about certain people. He cares about the feelings of a certain group of people. Now that kind of man, that people they clamor for, they won't make them vote for. I mean, can you imagine that? Man, when be say they delete person, jungle justice, young girl, when they just snuff out her life like that. The man puts comments, delete them. Because he cares about the feelings of a small group of people. And the people are coming out and are clamoring for the same man. Nigerians, they are very forgetful, and they forgive too easy. We forget too easy. It should not be. Forgive, but remember, so that it does not happen again, and learn to hold people accountable. Not just forgive, just waka comot, sweep am under carpet. That thing is terrible. It wasn't too long ago that happened. He put a comment condemning it and he pulled it because they rushed at him and said, hey, Shibi, you're coming to contest for election. He quickly removed it. So he only cares for a certain group of people, not for the entire Nigeria. And that kind of person I won't give country to. Of course. They've all had all the opportunities, of course. Greed. They're not go see road, though. Those people don't have conscience, so they don't sear their conscience. They don't think about that. All this one we did, they don't think about them. The way we they see and people that don't even see them, they see themselves higher, they see themselves as demigods. People that have God complex, these people that you're talking about, they have God complex. And after they marry, they marry women up and down, they get girlfriends up and down. God forbid. People go see they follow those, they sleep with those kind of people. Hey, wow. Now wow, people they shout, women they try yo. I'm telling you, short-term memory loss. I'm telling you, my sister, short-term memory loss. Something when it just happened, that girl never told when they just unalive that girl. The man post comments sympathizing, he quickly remove am because people charge at and tell am say, hey, okay, shebi you are coming to contest for election. You can imagine that the man deleted the comment. That already tells you that man's interest is not for the entire peoples in Nigeria. It's only for a small group of people. And he knows who his allegiance is to. That kind man enter, forget. This one is Fulani go just take over the whole thing. If he enter, Tinubu enter, make we forget. There's we say we get country like Nigeria. Make we just forget them. Tinubu go sell am to the French. In fact, highest bidder. Now if Tinubu go give am, go give all these people. Now these Oyibo people when they find where they want to collect, because now see say things don't they drive for their side. So now Africa, everybody they put eye. Now you make right now, we need to get it right. And they speak pidgin on purpose. These people know their side not too day like that with all this nonsense when they go on for their side. They not too day like that. Now our body, now our land, then they put eye. If we don't get them right, Exactly. Exactly. Big generator merchant. I'm telling you now, only they know the Nigerians know they talk that one. They know they talk about that one. They know they say, hey, you no, I better go sit down. You want to come out. Who you want rule over? Who exactly? Just kukuma go and rule over. Let's everybody. If not that, everybody just divide. Make you go rule over your own people. That's it. Because God forbid that kind person will come rule over person. That's another 8 years of correct. In fact, and once he enter, they go just sell the country. Now another person go dey run the country. They go sell them, they go collect change. All of them go move, go Dubai, go stay for Dubai. That's what's gonna happen. We cannot afford to make a mistake. Oh. We cannot. Not be say go come. We can't. Exactly. They only think about now. They don't think about the future. Thank you very much, Jumoke. They don't think about the future. They don't. This is the problem we have. They don't only think about now. Waiting, I go chop jollof rice, moi, make I chop today. That's it. Tomorrow, they don't think. That's why they don't think about their children. They don't think about the future of their children and their children's children. You hardly find a Nigerian, average Nigerian, that thinks like that. Very, very difficult. That has to change. You have to think about the welfare of your children. Most of these countries that people travel to, these people have thought far and wide. They think far. They even prophesy far into the future. Nigeria will not be like that. Now you may make you say great ancestor go say in one rule again. I mean, come on. That is the only reason. One ancestor go come out, go say in one rule with no vision or nothing that he wants to do for the people, but line his pocket. If Tinubu enter, he go make him wife senator, speaker of the house. Speaker. He go make him speaker. He go make him daughter overseer of all the states. He go make his son. So he go be nepotism all the way, man. Now then go get the country. They'll come sell him last. He is BBMJ. He certainly is. Peter Obi is a huge and unexpected upset for them. Absolutely. He truly is. He's really come to disrupt everything that they thought they knew. They thought they already had, they thought they already had it figured out. They already had their structure in place as to how they want to go about it. They already put everything in place, like, no, we're gonna get this. They already put everything lined up. This has come as a shock to them. As a shock. Hey guys, please like this video. Like the likes are very few. Like to give it some traction, Mona help me like I beg. It came as a shock, so that's why they're still reeling from that. They don't expect them. They did not expect that Peter Obi would just come. They're like wondering where he came from. They did not know. So right now they are running around like headless chickens because they don't know what to do. The man has overtaken everything. You turn on the news in Nigeria, it is Peter Obi. Everybody's talking about Peter Obi. Exactly, Aneke. That's right. That's right. That's what's missing in Nigeria with the level of poverty. Should we have that many people suffering like that in a country that is very wealthy, supposedly? We should not. These people should have welfare. They should be fed. They should be taken care of. No, not only their belly they know. Only their belly, their children belly, their own, their immediate concern. Like they sabi. Like Jumoke said, it's now, now, now. Let me chop now. Forget about tomorrow. They don't think about the future. They never. Hey, good morning, Chelsea Brown. They never think about the future. You know? It's just to eat for back, eat for front. Where they carry the food go, I don't know. Thief all the money. You know they see them for their body. You know they change anything for their body. In fact, their brain go even come worse. You know, if it think straight again. Exactly, they're scrambling. Absolutely. BBMJ says, so they're striving to understand how to play the game. They don't understand anything about government. So simple governance and common sense is frightening and alarming. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why they're frightened. They can't understand it. They cannot understand the upset at all. They never expected that Peter Obi will be this big. Never. They're all scrambling, looking for who to pair up now so that will give them a good outcome. That's what they're doing. And they're trying to throw money around. And guess what? I'm so glad for what's going on ground, because you have a lot of people telling people, how much are they going to give you? If they give you 20,000 naira, divide it. They are giving delegates, they are giving them $20,000, $60,000. You are selling your own vote for 20,000 naira. How cheap can you be? Since you know the weight of it and you heard, it's not as if they hid these things. People knew how much they were paying delegates. You would demand same. If anybody some government official now comes to me and says, hey, I want to give you money, I'll say, how much? My mind, I go name $100,000. By the time you pay $100,000 to everybody, how much remain for your hand? And you will not go still win. I'm not even encouraging it, but you guys understand where I'm coming from. People, you say you want to sell your vote, they give you 20,000 naira. That 20,000 naira, you will suffer for it for 8 years. If you divide it by that 365 days, how much are you really getting? Only one pangolo of rice that you will buy, the food is over. You don't chop and finish, forget say you chop food. Of course, not today. That's what they do now. Most of those British, that's what they do. They come out and they dance with them and they, party with them. They campaign for them, But I've never seen, to be honest though, I haven't seen, apart from one comedian that came out and people were dragging for saying stuff that he's supporting Tinubu. I haven't seen any celebrity come out publicly stating that they want to be with either Atiku or Tinubu. I haven't seen it, or maybe I just haven't come across it, but I haven't seen any of these celebrities because there's so much at stake. If they try, people will drag them. A lot of people will drag them. They know not be they go suffer. Who go suffer? Who go they look for where to run to? Now people when they enjoy themselves when they don't come up for that country. All these ones what they do, not be saying it will affect us directly. We just want to make people enjoy, make people get some respite for that country. They are too scared. Exactly. They're scared of the public reaction. They are. Even me, I go follow drag them. Are you kidding me? I go follow drag them from here to Kilimanjaro. I'm very much invested in this. So I want to see that there are things available to the common man. The person won't go school, make if he go school. Which one be school go there on strike? You are giving people delegates, misplaced priority to tell you that these people have nothing. They don't have any plans for you. They don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care at all. They are giving people 20,000, whereas in a country where ASU is on strike and has been on strike for God knows how long, and you are giving people that much money. That is crazy. That is crazy. So they should be running scared though. They are just starting. They should be running scared. They better be. It's even good because the movement is giving them a run for their money. They will not know how to even handle this because it's new to them. For the first time, a third party has come and just set confusion in their camp. They're even fighting amongst themselves. Did you guys hear that Wike traveled out because he's upset because he was expecting that he will be someone's VP? I think he thought he was going to be Atiku's VP. The man is chilling. He's gone to rest his head. He's upset. Within the party, they're fighting amongst themselves. Others are decamping. They're leaving. You know? Exactly. My sister, help me ask Ujumoke, what can 20K do? Imagine somebody gives you 20K times 365. Multiply by, if you divide it by 365, no money not reach anywhere. It not reach anywhere. So I don't understand. It defeats the purpose. You sell your vote, sell your destiny, your future, your children will join and the children for 20,000 naira. Huh. These people don't understand the power of their vote. Oh, Temiti, Eniola Badmus, are you kidding me? I haven't seen that too. Wow. Well, I think I saw a picture of her when she took with Eniola. I don't see her as somebody who is very. I'm not surprised. So let me just put it that way. She doesn't now where belle face, where the money they come. I don't think that critical thinking to be able to say, you know what, this thing I'm doing, am I, everybody, it's almost like a selfish move. But you know what? It's her choice. By the grace of God, though, that man go win. Whether he like go make he go collect from now money they go give her now. Maybe she said go follow chop some dollars for inside that money. So she won't collect her own. It's all about money for some of these celebrities. They don't care about any other person's concern. It's a very selfish move for them. They're only thinking about themselves, which is a shame. They very soon in life they're going to realize, hopefully they do, I don't know if they will ever will, but hopefully they do realize that their actions, what their actions were and how it affected people. Few days ke Jumoke, 20K for few days. 20K won't feed you for only few days. One day. Things are so expensive in Nigeria now. By the time you put gas in your car, right? You go, you say you're hungry and you want to go buy, you go to the market, you buy tomatoes, pepper, whatever. That money is gone. You won't even be able to buy everything before the money finishes. It's just a shame that they are, because it's a selfish move on their part. That means they're not thinking the interest of the ordinary person. They don't have that interest at all. They just care about the money, because at the end of the day, what these politicians do is give them money. That's just it. Give them some dollars. That is all they care about. And then the next thing you know, they'll tell you they are building 400 million naira house. The way they used to call money in Nigeria, I'll be wondering and say, ha, wait, 400 million, long, what do you want build? People not they even use their money well. You get 400 million, you know if you change people lives. You know if you affect your village. You know if you say, my village, you not get water, may I go put borehole for the village. You collect 400 million, only you where people they hungry. People they delete on top of hunger. Some people they delete, they not get money pay for hospital. You go, your carry, you go send a house you want to take a build for place where people they all. I don't know as people they think, shall Allah maje. Mm. Exactly. Chelsea Brown. Yeah, exactly. Now so she be area girl, she be their person. A person not be she they follow all those Fuji artists, all those musicians now and all those things. So I'm not really because now money now they could concerned. All of them now money. It's all about money. Atenuje, you know. The one they go pocket, the one they put for inside pocket when they go take buy designer clothes and buy new car. Now that they find. They know they think far. Most of those people know they think far. It's unfortunate too. It really is unfortunate. People don't understand the power of their vote. It's just it's sad, but that's just the way it is. Maybe they will start to understand at some point. Only God know. Only God know that one. But it's a shame because this time around we not fit. There's no. We cannot afford to miss. Mm-mm. Yeah, they do. They do. They do front for them. Yeah, they front for them. They front for the politicians and get dollars. Yeah, that they used to exactly. That's what most of them do. That's how they get their money. Some of them would even when they tell you that they build houses, but the truth is it's not even their own. It's one of these politicians' money that they build that they're staying in, they will claim is their own. We know we've heard their stories. We know how they roll. But the one important be say make the majority surpass these few of these people when they sell their conscience, they sell their people and themselves out. Because in a country where you see that they're hungry, I mean, now people they make money. You will see like that soccer guy that made money. His first money, he went back to his village and built a clinic or a hospital and school for his village because he remembered growing up, there was no hospital. I think his father or deleted because he didn't have enough money to pay. They didn't have enough money to pay for hospital, and the hospital was not, it was dilapidated. The man went and he did something for his community. That's what having money, that's what it means to have money. When you have money, it's not to be buying Range Rover upon Range. How many cars you want drive? Come build house, you can't name one amount when you take build at 800 billion. Na the house you go carry and go where I don't understand you. When the person don't do this word again, you go carry and put for head, go where they go. Because they sometimes they wonder all these people. Exactly. INEC should though. INEC should because apparently in the north, the ballots that they have very easy access, nothing, they don't have any problem there. In the south, they make it intentionally difficult because they can see that people are coming out in droves to come and vote. So they're trying, but God passed them. God passed them, whether they like them or not. Say when the people are willing, the power of God will come through. This one, a lot of people are willing. So me, I know say the one wey remain na God go do am for us. So no panic. The creator, he's alive, he's not sleeping, he dey there, dey look, he know wetin dey happen. We know as Peter Obi take come about, not being we dey pursue, so they follow am, they sing the drum, they beat drum, follow am. So as he take bring am now, so he go take, na him know as he go take put am. But as long as we dey do our part and we dey ensure say we dey play the role when we need to play, everything go enter as it's supposed to enter. So me, I know all those ones. I know they bother about those small ones anymore. I know they bother. My main focus now. Make people remember this time we not fit play kalu kalu with this opportunity when we get. So we cannot miss the goalposts. This is too crucial. All stakes are on it. It's too crucial. We can't afford to miss it. You know. Yeah, INEC is controlled by the government, but who they control government? Who they in charge of the entire instrument of government? They go try. They know when Peter Obi come out, did anybody anticipate any support? I'm sure they did not. When he walked out of the party he was in, nobody paid that, and nobody paid him any mind. They were just satisfied that they'd gotten rid of him. He just, nobody paid him any mind. So for him to now become a force now to be reckoned with, isn't it magical? Could anybody have orchestrated that? Could anybody have put that together and make that happen? No, it's beyond us. It's beyond him. He just say make him try because the waiting he dey see dey pain am. Say let me do something for these people. Let me at least. And that's why when he came out and they were interviewing him, he said he's not desperate to be president. When he now said that, his popularity now doubled again. The thing just started going up from there because his intentions are pure. And he's not just fighting this fight by himself. There's something bigger that's fighting with him. And as the people, we need to play our part, and we are. And when God sees that, he will work on what we have, to ensure that we get the result that we need. It's only if we go and rest, if all of us enter us now and say, I bet this election, anyhow. Anyway, all these people, they know what they are doing. Everybody making the same statements. That's when we might not get the result, the desired result. But this one, when everybody eye dey ground, there's no way. Me, I'm confident too. I'm confident. There's no shaking in this. I'm like, because I see what's going on ground. I hear what's going on ground. I see it taking over the newspapers in Nigeria. Obi everywhere. It's a movement too. I bet more na like the thing. Make una give am whatever. Make the thing get traction. Make una like. So as I dey talk to una, midnight for here. I see they follow una talk. To show you how this matter be for my mind. Now this Morocco, Spain people, now that one ain't carry me come here. I say, Kai, I got to talk about this, man. Our people, we can't just fold our hands. We need to unite. We need to do something for ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody. Nobody cares about us. We've suffered too long. We have to get it right. We have to get it right. We cannot afford to let this slide. We have to. Anybody back home, tell them, they preach to them, they talk to them, cajole them, whatever you can do. You can only do so much. Do what you can, because they need to know that this thing depends. They need to know what is at stake. If they don't know, they need to know. Also, they say Fulani go worse if the wrong person gets in. Oh, Temiti, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we need to maintain the hype and tempo of our common. I'm telling you. All right, dear. Enjoy your day at work, okay? Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you again. Thank you, love. Enjoy your day. We have to keep this message constant. We cannot be distracted. We cannot use our sentiments. We cannot use our emotions. We have to stay focused and reach as many people as we can back home and talk to the people we know around here that are intending to go back, because there's some people who want to go home and be a part of the process and already have their PVCs. All they want to do is go back home and go and be a part of the process, so whatever we can, however we can, reach your people at home, talk to them, make them understand the stakes that are involved in this election. The stakes are high. We need to make them understand that, because this is not the same. The game is not the same anymore. It has changed literally, So we need to make them understand that this is a movement that they need to be a part of. This is the answer to the basic things that they need in their life. This is the answer. This man has a vision and he knows how he wants to put it together. So we need to rally behind him and ensure that he gets there. The man has almost started campaigning. Look at how he's blowing up everywhere. If you can't start to campaign, he was saying something. He said, one of his speeches he gave, he said that the way Nigeria is going, if nothing happens to it, if nothing changes, it will be disastrous. It will be devastating. Because we might not even have a home anymore. You might not even have a country to call home. We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen because there are people who don't have anywhere to go. Nigeria is big, it's massive. If anything happens, where all those people want to enter? Which country won't take them? Which country? Make God not let God forbid. It no go even happen. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká rírú ẹ̀. Chelsea Brown says, I've already started with my mother. Yeah. Oh, okay. She feels bad. PVC is last year. It's not out yet. Oh, so she did her PVC and she's waiting for it to come out, right? Chelsea. At least she's processed it, and it will hopefully come out. I don't know if they have a way of checking it online. Nigerian ancient ways of doing things. Everything is suffer, suffer, suffer in that country. You must suffer to do something. Oh no. It has to change. Olorun, I beg, it has to change. So all of them they run up and down. PDP, APC, all of them they run up. They don't confuse. Confusion is in the camp of the enemy. And they start to. The confusion never starts. Very soon they go turn on each other. They've already started turning on each other. What am I even saying? They've already started turning on each other and calling each other out, which is beautiful. It's a sight to behold. I love it. They should continue doing that. For entertainment. Let's be watching so that we can be laughing while our man carries on and does what he knows how to do best and share news and just talks about what he wants to do. That's all he's got to do. Anybody, all of them, when they run up and down, maybe they run kitty kitty, maybe they run kata kata, and then sabi. The one where we know, we go they push am, we go push am, push am, push am. Now so with prayers, however way we go there, as we dey pray, now so we go dey push. As we dey pray, now so we go dey push. We go dey educate. We go dey tell people the stakes that are involved in this. Don't do, nobody should. No folding of hand here. Everybody's hand is going to get dirty in the sand. Let's put our hand in the ground and start digging. That is what it's like. Yeah, they need to run at Jumoke. Absolutely. They need to run. Make they run kitty kitty, make they run kitty kata kata. And then sabi. Make confusion dey, make it dey hammer, dey mama their head for there. While we go just dey do our own, dey go. We remain focused, unmoved. We are not moved by any. Now then they cry. They are the ones coming out and say, "Oh, these people are disturbing us. They are too aggressive. They are too." See as they talk softly, softly. I'm talking gently. They go here and I go they paint them for body. They go say, "Hey, this girl just only you, Peter Obi." Now, wow, what is going on? It's just that they talk soft, soft. My voice is even soft, but no, they want to find something to be offended by. Honestly, till they fall down, they will all follow. They will all fall. This one, they will not succeed in it. We shall have the victory. Peter Obi will become president. We will have the victory. For once, we will be proud. For once, we'll be happy to be part of the progress in that country. If we have anything to contribute, we will go with our full chest, free mind, and go and do our own part. To add to the development and go and give them our own expertise and knowledge too, and go and share it. So I know. Thank you very much. Me too. I'll soon go and sleep. My own eyelids are beginning to tell me. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Oh, Ilechi, hi. Says another angle to it is that we have to see how to convince the Northerners on. But the Northerners are already, the ones that are doing the work on the ground are already doing the work. We also have to understand that the North is not a very safe place too. It's a very hostile place. So the information we get to them, and I mean, I've been seeing different videos on ground, people from Borno, from different parts of the North, that are all about Obi. They even have a structure for him in the North where people are gathering. So we can only do so much. The truth, here's the truth. Here's what I think in all of this. I have faith and I'm very confident. I'm not even moved. This is not even about, what's it called? It's not, I don't, I don't know. I believe Peter Obi is going to win. I don't know how. I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I know that he's going to win. It doesn't matter how many votes we need or we don't need from the North. Because the way I look at it is the way Peter Obi came about, nobody expected it. We didn't even know who he was. I personally did not. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what role he played, if he played any role at all. Everything I know about this man is all recent. And I had to go back and do my research, and I started finding a lot of them. Like, wow. So we've had this type of man in Nigeria. And I know we have great people in Nigeria. It's just that the losers are the one ruling us. The bandits are the one ruling. They are the ones that have power. There are great men and women of integrity and character in Nigeria. They don't allow them to shine. They always overshadow them. So when I found out about him, all of a sudden he just started blowing up. None of us knew him. I didn't know him. Let me speak for myself. I didn't know him. So the same way that I did not know him, and all of a sudden this man just came from behind, nowhere, nobody expected it. And all of a sudden he's become a threat to the most popular ruling party, even though they are all fraudsters, but he became a threat to them. That's how I know. This is where I get my confidence from. That regardless of what these people do, it can't work. Because they don't even know the direction of the wind. They don't know where the wind is coming from. They don't know where it's going to. If you don't understand how the wind moves and how it comes, how do you then determine how this man is going to win this election? Nobody can. Nobody can. Yeah, to a lot of people, it's going to be a miracle, absolutely, because that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. The North is not the only part of Nigeria. We have the South, we have the Southwest, we have the Southeast, we have the South. There are so many people in that country. So if you can get some, right, in the North and get as many people as possible from the South, why wouldn't he win? Why would he mean? Dio, please, I would advise that you keep your comments to yourself. You don't have to be in my life. You don't have to come on my life and type rubbish. You guys have other lives that you can watch and go and spout your rubbish in other people's lives that believe what you believe and think the way you do. Don't bring it here. Okay? Don't bring it here. Please respect yourself. Just stay away. You don't have to join the live. You don't have to type. So back to what I was saying. So that's what I believe. I have faith in the man. I have faith in the fact that the process is going to work in his favor. How? I don't know. When? I don't know, but I know it's going to work in his favor. However way it's going to turn out, it's all going to work for good. So that's what I think. And I think, and I also want us to continue to educate our people and ensure that we help them understand what's at stake in this election. It's not something that they can just take for granted. This is a golden opportunity that cannot be missed. It is, and it's all going to be for everybody's good. So why would you want to sit back and watch this good thing happen right in front of you? So, guys, I'm going to leave you for now. My eyes are closing. It's past midnight over here, but I couldn't stop myself from coming to discuss this Morocco and Spain something, So I had to hop on here and talk about how important it is for us to get this right. Now we solve our problem. Nobody else will solve. Nobody is coming to save us. See, wait, here as they treat people when it look like you and I for border. We've seen it over and over and over and over again. We cannot. We need to push and push and push. Now, only if we not do our own parts, God will say, okay, these people not ready. We need to do as far as we do our parts, and we believe in the Creator. Now, in bring this movement come. not be human being bring am. So I don't care wetin anybody talk. Anybody when you get any contrary opinion, now for in pockets. Because as I did so, I'm immovable, I'm focused. Obi movement forever. Obi for president come 2023. Any naysayer fit go sit down on top of fence. I don't care. Okay, so guys, please like this video for traction. Like. I will do another live, but I don't know when. Maybe this will be on the weekend. So we can catch up again and talk about this even more. But thank you all for joining me. And you guys have a wonderful day. I know it's morning for you guys, a lot of you at least. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for joining me. Bye. And if you're catching this on replay, please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, like, share, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. No negative comments, no disrespectful comments. If you post any comment for my comment section, I will block you. I no send anybody papa, I beg. Because now Nigeria important to me right now. All right, dear. Bye.